Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today for this talk entitled An Innovative Product That Goes Beyond the Concepts of Pre, Pro and Postbiotics. As you may know, I'm Marco Ruggero, I hold an MD and PhD, and this product I talk about is called One VAR, the one and only panbiotic. And the talk and the product are made exclusively for Danabaiologics and Mr. Choi Yuk. Before we start, please allow me to introduce myself. I obtained my MD in 1980 in Florence, Italy. I have a PhD in molecular biology and a specialization in diagnostic radiology. As a young postdoc, I worked at Burroughs Wellcome in 1984 in North Carolina, USA, and later as visiting scientist at the National Cancer Institute of the NIH in Bethesda, Maryland, since 1987. Later, I was appointed professor of molecular biology at the University of Firenze, or Florence if you prefer, in Italy, in 1992, where I worked until 2014. I am the founder of Silver Spring, a Swiss company specialized in research and development of innovative approaches and products, including One VAR, the product I'm talking about today. Over the course of my scientific career, I published more than 240 scientific articles, co-authored, among others, by scientists such as Eduardo Lapetina, Stu Aronson, Jackie Pearce, Peter Duesberg, Henry Bauer, the late Dr. Jeff Bradstreet, Dietrich Klinghardt. One of my articles was sponsored by Nobel laureate Sir John Vane. My current research interests are in immunotherapy, oncology, and neurosciences. Also, before we start, please remember that no information in this talk is presented as medical advice. Standard of care for every disease must be followed, as well as rules and regulations established by health authorities. I wish to disclose my conflict of interest that is quite evident here, because I have designed a number of protocols and approaches to different diseases, and I developed the product, One VAR, and the approaches mentioned in this talk. I wish to thank Mr. Choi Yuk of Danabaiologics for his priceless support. This talk is for him, this product is for him and his company. And also I wish to thank all those who will watch this video for the attention that they will want to give to this presentation. So, what is One VAR? What makes One VAR? Essentially, there are 5 components. Because One VAR is an original entire ecosystem with self-assembling supramolecular structures. The components are zinc, an essential mineral, a proprietary culture of prokaryotes and eukaryotes with their theater of activity, a long-chain sulfated polysaccharide, LCSP, of vegetal origin, endowed with GC-MAF-like activity. More on GC-MAF later. And then there are 2 botanical extracts. The first one is a botanical extract with known anti-inflammatory, immune-modulating, anti-cancer, antioxidant properties. Then there is a second botanical extract that contains natural free phenolic compounds, fibers, macro and micronutrients with known anti-inflammatory, immune-modulating, anti-cancer properties and known to rebalance sugar and lipid metabolism. Another important point is that One VAR is designed according to a proprietary, highly innovative procedure that optimizes molecular interactions between its 4 or 5 components, so to increase their respective activities. In other words, One VAR is not the result of the addition of the activities of its 5 components, but the result of the multiplication of the activities of its 5 components. In other words, if the biological activity of each individual component of One VAR were 10, the overall activity of the self-assembled components would be 10 by 10 by 10 by 10, 100,000, rather than 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 that makes 50. In other words, its activity is 100,000 versus 50. This synergism is obtained at the molecular level through carefully calibrated interactions associated with the distribution of charges on the surface of molecules, leading to self-assembly of entirely original supra- and super-supramolecular structures. So let's talk about these 5 components. And let's start with zinc, an essential mineral. Zinc is a trace mineral that is essential for many of the body's normal functions. It is involved in a wide range of processes, including immunity. It is important for the development and function of the immune system. It helps to protect the body against infection. It is essential for wound healing and also for repair in general. Helps to promote the growth of new tissue and the formation of scar tissue. For the sense of taste and smell, it helps to produce the enzymes that are needed to detect flavors and smells. It is involved in cell division. It helps to repair damaged cells and create new cells. Protein synthesis. It is essential for protein synthesis. It helps to build and repair proteins in the body. It's involved in metabolism. It helps to break down food and release energy. Eye health helps to protect the eyes from damage and improve vision. Male fertility helps to produce a sperm and improve sperm quality. Pregnancy helps to support the growth and development of the fetus. And you may find many supplements containing zinc. So 1 var is not the only supplement containing zinc or functional food containing zinc, but in 1 var, zinc is particular because it is arranged in a supramolecular complex with other components, so to achieve optimal absorption, pharmacodynamics, and intracellular efficacy. So you do not find this in any other supplement containing zinc. This happens because zinc is a metal and it has a valence of +2, so this means the zinc ions are positively charged. And zinc ions are important for many biological processes, as we have seen before. They are involved in the formation of proteins, DNA, and RNA. They play a role in wound healing, immune function, and taste. We have already seen these, and these are the ions that are responsible for these functions. Thanks to its positive charge, zinc in 1 var is bound to the long-chain sulfated polysaccharide that is a highly negatively charged molecule, as it will be described in the following slides. This binding affects the structure and function of the LCSP. For example, zinc binding increases the viscosity of the LCSP, and this makes the LCSP more effective. So there is a double synergism. The binding favors zinc, and zinc also favors the efficacy of the LCSP. Also, it is very important to notice that zinc affects the degradation of the LCSP because it inhibits the enzymes that break down the LCSP. And this can help to protect the LCSP from damage and improves its GC-MAF-like activity. So this is just a very simple representation of how zinc, of course this cartoon is not in scale, zinc is not this big in comparison to the LCSP. So, but this is just to give you an idea of the molecular interaction between the zinc ion and the negatively charged LCSP that in turn is bound to other components of 1 var. In this case, for example, the polyamines that are produced by the Saccharomyces boulardii. So this cartoon depicts the interactions and the self-assembly of zinc with the LCSP and the polyamines produced by the Saccharomyces boulardii. And this leads to the formation of a multimolecular complex in the aqueous ionic environment of the intestine. Now, here we talk about Basel, Switzerland. And this leads me to another point of my talk, because 1 var is made in Switzerland. So it's a product of Switzerland, and I think that you all recognize that Switzerland is known all over the world for the highest quality of its products. This is another map of Switzerland. Our company is located in this canton of Switzerland, and our manufacturing plant is located up here. But, you know, it's a small country. It only takes about 3 hours to go from the seat of our company to our manufacturing facility. So we go there quite often, and I'm always there supervising the production of the most important products of ours, including, of course, one VAR. This leads me to something that I don't know how familiar you are with, the Demeter certification, because our manufacturing plant is certified by Demeter. Who is Demeter? What is Demeter? Demeter certification is a guarantee for consumers that the products come from biodynamic agriculture. So one VAR is manufactured in a facility that is certified by Demeter. And I tell you, very, very few supplements in the world can make this claim, because it's very difficult to have certification by Demeter. Because biodynamic agriculture is a holistic, ecological, and ethical approach to farming, was developed by Austrian philosopher Rudolf Steiner in the 20th century. Demeter certification is the strictest organic certification standard in the world. It goes well beyond the requirement of organic certification by requiring farmers to use biodynamics preparations, which are made from plant, animal, and mineral materials. Biodynamic preparations are used to improve soil fertility, plant health, and pest control. So we are talking about the strictest organic certification standard in the world. And as I say, not many, I don't know any, supplements can make this claim. Why? Because, you know, it's not only important that our health is good, but also the health of the planet, the health of the environment is good. Otherwise, what's the point of having good health if we live in a polluted environment? And Demeter is exactly what it's doing, because the Demeter certification requires farmers to manage their farms in a way that is beneficial to the environment and to the wider community. The farm must be managed as a holistic unit, with the soil, plants, animals, and people all working together in harmony. So in one VAR, we have the molecules working together in harmony, synergizing with each other, producing this multiplication effect, 100,000 more efficient than 50, just like the people who make one VAR work together in harmony with the environment, with the soil, with the plants, with the animals. And for the consumer, the Demeter certification is a way to ensure that what they're buying is produced in a sustainable and ethical way. And finally, why one VAR has this name? This is not a commercial name. This is a code name. The commercial name designation is different in each different country. My good friend, Mr. Choi Yuk and Danabaiologics will decide how to baptize one VAR in their country, in the Republic of Korea, or in China, or in Southeast Asia, or wherever they want. This product is made exclusively for them. But the code name, one VAR, comes from a French region or department of Var. It's a wonderful place in southern France where I found inspiration for such a unique and innovative product.